Hola, buenos días, es Nico.
Oh my gosh.
Because I can't date a gay guy.
What?
Openly gay. Yeah, because like.
So how you gonna get married?
He's gonna be a guy who was with women and then decide to say, hey, I just want to be with you. So that means he ain't never did that with no boy before.
Got you. How come? What's the reasoning behind that?
I don't want to go out, like, when I go in straight clothes with y'all sometimes, I could be like, oh, girl, I done. In my head, I'm like, I done messed with him, but nobody else knows. You know what I'm saying? I go like, I done messed with him. But if I go to a gay club, they be like, oh, I done dated him, I done had him.
Everybody.
Yeah, just like with y'all, in your world. Yeah. It's like, you date a guy and a girl might be like, oh, I dated him, be strong. It's like, oh, fuck.
So you want somebody that no other guy has had?
Right.
So today, basically, I'm gonna be, well, first, before I even get on my topic, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, you know, help out the channel, help us reach 3K by the end of the year, we're close, or whatever. Other than that, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on Patreon, where I upload, YouTube early access, private videos for Patreon, and we host weekly lives and like actual communications, a little community. If you like video games, follow me at twitch.tv/Nico's Aesthetics. We're going to be finishing The Walking Dead tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. And then we might move on to Resident Evil or Walking Dead Season 2, depending on what my laptop can handle. And then if you like thirst traps, Twitter and Instagram, Nico's Aesthetics. If you like comedy and violence, Nico's Aesthetic. I be getting the girls in a tizzy. I be having bitches pressed, shook, panicking. They be ready to fight, and I'm just like, it's really not that serious. Because my thing is, Nico, you're going on a rant. I know, but you're gonna listen. My thing is, whenever I have these kind of discussions, I'm always taking common sense route. I always use logic. Like, I never say anything that's like profound or anything that's like very counterculture. No, I say common sense shit. And bitches be like, what? You're using common sense? And I'm like, yeah, shouldn't everybody? It's not that difficult. But you know, bitches get mad. And it's funny because I even added one of my friends. I'm like, I said this same exact thing 16 hours ago. And bitches was on my neck. And I had to fight tooth and nail to explain, you're not using your common sense. But when he said it, oh, he got thousands of likes and reshares and blah, blah, blah. I just feel like bitches want to fight me. I really feel like just bitches want to fight me. And I really don't understand because I'm never saying anything crazy. I'm always saying common sense shit. And it's just, I be having to put the girls in their place. But that's another thing. They be having me fucked up. That's the thing. It's like, anyways, that's not the point of this video. Actually, no, it can relate to this because when I originally talked about this shit on the timeline, bitches wasn't using common sense. And I was just like, what are you talking about? It doesn't make sense. So the topic of today, I probably inserted the video at the beginning so you understand. Zoe, whatever the fuck his name is. Sorry, I had a reaction to something on my phone. Whatever the fuck his name is. Where do I begin? He likes to turn out straight boys. Basically, he wants a DL man that's never ever been with another man. He doesn't, because when bitches were like, oh, it's just femmes complaining that people prefer masculinity again. No, bitch, this isn't even about masculinity. For anybody even brings that up. Obviously, I think that's stupid to make that the defining factor on your relationship. Obviously, if you have a preference, do you, that's up to you, but that's the reason why a majority of the community is single and alone and depressed. But in his particular instance, he doesn't want a masculine gay man. He wants a heterosexual man. He doesn't even want DL. He wants a straight man to turn out and wife him. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense because I'm gonna also post a tweet that he followed up with saying, if he has been seen with openly gay men or trans women, he is not my man. And somebody so eloquently put it, then baby girl, he wasn't seen with you. What are you talking about? Like, I hate bitches that are like, oh, well, I don't have to like myself for somebody else to like me. Like, if you don't like the type of person that you are, why do you expect somebody else to like that type of person? If you don't want femininity in your man, if you don't want a gay man in general, like even a masculine gay man, if you don't want a gay man, why do you think somebody else gonna want you? You're a gay man, a feminine gay man at that. So many people have this weird straight boy fetish that also encompasses DL culture. But what bitches don't realize when he was saying, oh, I want a man that's never been with another man, you know? I want a man that's been with only girls and he just gonna be with me and decide he wanna be with me forever. Bitch, you need to realize if he's even messing around with you, you are not the first man he messed with. You need to realize that the first men DL men mess with, they never wife them. They never wife them because you are a sexual experiment. You are not a person. You are not a future candidate for marriage. You are a prop that they are using to explore their sexuality. Like, you need to understand it. And that's why he's always complaining about being alone and being depressed and being single, because you're going after a toxic situation that will never work out for you in the end. Because if somebody is so ashamed that, oh, everybody knows that I only date women and I only do this and only do that, they are not going to claim you publicly, especially because you are a feminine presenting gay man. DL men, when they introduce their homies to their family and their friends, they bring masculine, straight presenting men so that it's not alluded to them being gay. You need to understand, like, we all know this. We all know, it's like, we all know this. I don't know why bitches don't use common sense. This is what I'm talking about. It's like, when I said, this is why Zoe is constantly alone and saying that he's depressed about being single, because he continues to go after unattainable men. It's like bitches were coming after me like that. It's like they were like, what do you mean? That's just his preference and you don't understand and blah, 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 blah. Baby, if you want to thirst after straight men, that's up to you. And I'm not saying that he can't have his preference, because if people want to choose stupidity, that is up to them. That is up to them. If you want to choose to be stupid, Nico, you're getting kind of, yeah, bitch, because it annoyed me. Because people were trying to justify this in their heads. And I'm like, if you want to choose stupidity, that's up to you. But Zoe has a large following, aka why he was able to reach so many people, quote unquote, alleged younger people. So I am not going to let this man get on here with Bird Simone and spout some toxic rhetoric to the community saying, oh, you just gotta turn out the right straight boy and he gonna wife you. That's not going to happen. You're going to lead a lot of young gay men into toxic situations where they're chasing after a straight man that is only using them as a fleshlight. Like, it don't move. It don't move. Like, it's just not. Y'all don't use logic. And the bitches that was defending him, I'm not saying that he can't choose stupidity, because you willfully can. Zoe's a grown man. It's more so, it's not smart. It's like, if you put your preference out into the open, people are free to have their opinions on your preference. You need to understand that if you put your opinions on like I say every time when I make a video, leave your opinions, leave your comments, because I am bringing up a topic and I am putting my opinion out with every video. So that means I am trying to hear your opinion as well. If you're putting your opinion out to thousands to millions of viewers, you obviously want some feedback or you want some attention on it. Because if you wanted to keep this under wraps and not have anybody say anything, you wouldn't have brought it up in the first place. And that's just my rational thinking. You know, I'm a very rational, logical person. I think step by step by step. If I don't understand something, I won't speak on it, but I understand this, and this is stupid. This is stupid. Like, it just don't make sense. And I just feel like, especially because one of my followers brought it up, it's very predatory. It's very predatory and very narcissistic to try to find somebody that has not been with any man ever in their life to just wife you after the first time they tasted your Gucci. Because it's the same as heterosexual men chasing after women with a low to zero body count. It's predatory to try to prey on somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. Not to mention, it don't make no sense. It's like, why would you be okay if a man has slept with dozens and dozens of women, but if they slept with another gay man, suddenly they're tainted and they're off the table? It don't move. It don't move. Like, it's like, oh yeah, I had him, girl. Half the women in the club then had him. Does that change your opinion? No, because I'm the only man he messed with. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, and I need bitches like this to have some self-respect. Do not chase after straight men. Nico, but you thirst after straight men all the time. Thirsting and chasing is a completely different thing. I'm one of those people that's like, okay, a man can be heterosexual, but that does not invalidate his attractiveness. Say for Miguel, for example. He is a beautiful heterosexual man. You don't see me DMing this nigga being like, oh, so when you go give me that pipe? I adore you. No, bitch, you don't see me doing that wacky shit. Like, I say he's attractive and I keep it moving. You can acknowledge that a heterosexual man is attractive without making him the pinnacle of your sexual attraction. Do not chase a man because he is heterosexual, because you will end up getting burned at the end. You will not have a man. You will get played. Your emotions will be hurt. Nico, have you been played by a straight man? Hell no. Do you think I chase after straight men? Watching all these girls crying about, oh, I need a man. I need a masculine man. I need a blah, 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 blah. I love DL men. And every time they come back here sad. They come back here sad and upset. Like, if you want a masculine man, that's up to you. That's perfectly fine. Like I said, I think it's a little surface level, but that is perfectly fine to have a preference. Masculinity, femininity, it's what you call it? It's a spectrum. So it goes in and out, in and out. So if you choose to go after mass for mass, straight acting gay men, that's up to you. It's tacky, but it's up to you and that's your choice. My opinion on that does not matter. That is your choice. But if you are chasing after a straight man and trying to twist his sexuality, that is sick. That is sick. Trying to twist his sexuality to make you his quote unquote one and only. Girl, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And I understand this video has been me going off at the mouth because bitches don't use common sense. Like, whenever we have topics that use common sense, I'm very chill and I'm very, understanding. This don't make no sense. The fact that you are chasing after a heterosexual man means he will never take you seriously and or want to be with you. And or want to be with you. But yeah, that's the video. Drop down your opinions on we already hit like 11 minutes. Drop down your comments in the comment section. Drop down your opinions on the situation. What do you think about gay men that chase after straight men? And no. I'm not saying DL men. I'm not saying hypermasculine gay men. I'm saying, what do you think about gay men that chase after heterosexual identifying men to try to turn them out? Because it doesn't make sense. Like, how would you feel if a woman came up to you and said, I'm gonna make you straight. I'm gonna be the only girl you ever gonna fuck and you gonna stay with me and never go back to me. It don't move. You would feel offended. You would be like, oh, that's homophobic. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. But yeah, that's my video. It's hot. It's hot as hell. It's Texas. But yeah, drop down your comments below. Also wish me a happy birthday by donating to this Cash App because I need money. But yeah, boom.
And once again, a quick thank you to all my patrons on Patreon and a quick shout out to my third eye tier patrons. Your support means everything to me and helps me do this a lot more smoothly. I will also be listing this week's live stream topic in case anybody wants to join in on the fun. I will see you guys there.